Because the Michael Lee fight was,
I was
crazy.
I
remember watching. I was at Rain's house. This was when Rain, actually, unfortunately, one of the few times I visited him when he was, when his leg was messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember I went once and like we watched your fight and we were going crazy watching you fight. We couldn't believe it. Right, watching you knock out Michael Lee.
That was a great day.
I remember the whole lead up to it. This guy's TikTok and I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, Jarvis gonna knock this kid out. But yeah, that was that your only knockout too?
Yeah. Only knockout. I've had like TKOs, but
okay, but you straight knocked him out.
Straight
First
knockout,
fight,
yeah.
that adrenaline that must have gave you. Oh
insane.
my! I mean, I know that picture of you.
That was like the domino effect, that made me just I wanted more.
Yeah.
And it was so sick how FaZe, they had that documentary team. That were with us, the whole journey.
Yeah.
So sick.
That video was awesome.
Yeah, those videos they made were
legendary, bro.
Legendary.
That's so crazy. I never realized that the Save the Kids thing was like right after that.
Well, technically it had happened before. Like 2 weeks or a week before my fight was when it came out, and then everything went to. But I don't even remember that because I remember Frazier tried to, keep it away from me. He didn't want it to affect my fight. No.
Okay, yeah.
But he didn't want it to affect my fight. He wanted to make sure I was still like focused. And then afterwards, a week went by, and then I think CoffeeZilla video came out,
and then everything
went crazy.
So then you got out of shape, you said, for a while. I mean, because you must have been at like the craziest high for boxing.
Craziest high.
Then it took you straight down.
To the
yeah. But, thankfully, clearly, look at you. Again, like I said, you walk in, you're in amazing shape. You just got back from sparring. You guys are here in California sparring.
Yeah.
You fought, recently, a couple months ago?
Yeah, I fought in November.
November, okay.
Yeah.
And you have another fight coming up soon?
Yeah, another fight in June.
Okay.
Supposed to be in Miami, actually.
Okay.
So this will be my first fight in America since
Michael Lee.
my first fight. Yeah.
Did you ever get paid, by the way, for the Michael Lee
No,
fight?
I'm still waiting.
I forgot about
I'm
it.
the only person that hasn't been paid.
You're the only one that didn't get paid?
Yeah, because everyone else, or like majority of people, came to a settlement. I was trying to do that too, where they got paid like 20% of what they were owed. And like I remember I agreed to that, and then they never paid me, and then a lot of time went by, and now I'm like currently in a lawsuit with them. This was
I don't know if Social Gloves, right? Can you say that?
Yeah.
It was when it was like YouTube versus TikTok hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was a big scandal. They didn't pay anybody.
No. And then what was crazy was they did another show. Austin hosted another show, got more investors for that, and didn't pay those guys either.
No way he
which
did
is
it
insane.
again.
One of the guys, which was the main investor, invested a couple million, I think. He never got paid by Austin. He got into a lawsuit though with Austin and actually took a bunch of stuff from him.
Wow.
Like physical assets.
No way.
He got his stuff. He got his money back, but I'm still working on it.
You're not gonna.
I'm gonna get something.
You're gonna see it through, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna make sure I get something. Either take something or
take a car or something.
Yeah, if it comes to that. Yeah.
Do you? I don't know if you could share, but like, how much did they agree to pay you, for example?
So when they first came to me, it was I want to say like 900K.
Wow.
Before FaZe cut. So FaZe would have taken a percent. But yeah, it was like 900K
for the fight. Obviously, that came with content and deliverables.
Yeah. I can't even remember what else there was, but like that was the flat fee.
And they never paid you anything though.
Yeah, which is insane.
Insane. Well, I'm not gonna ask you to share all the how much you get paid for your fights now, but is making money in boxing anywhere near like how much you would be able to make on YouTube when you were making videos every day? Is it comparable at all? Obviously, you're training.
Well, I mean, if I fight like 4 times a year, then or like 3-4 times a year, then it would be close.
Okay.
Or like on par maybe.
Because you spend a lot of you're spending everyday training.
Yeah.
Your whole life is dedicated to it. Obviously, you're not even doing it for the money.
No.
Some people do.
I really enjoy it.
Some people do it for the money.
Yeah.
Some people straight up they box because they need. money.
Some people they have to box.
Yeah.
Just to make a living.
Yeah.
But I'm fortunate enough where I can kind of do it on the side, with everything else.
You have fun doing it.
Yeah, have loads of fun.
Are people again? I'm asking for you, but like, what is like an average thing someone gets paid to fight on like a Misfits card?
Well,
Misfits is like probably the most real, like legit one. For influencers, right?
But they like them at the Zone, they don't have crazy budgets. Like the Social Gloves was like a dream,
Yeah, I know.
That figure's not even like real.
Yeah.
But like before Misfits, I was on Kingpin. I did a couple fights there. I got paid good money, and then currently I'm on like a Misfits contract where it's progressive, you know, it's like performance based.
If you win, you get more money.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But it's good.
People make like decent. Saying again, I'm not asking you for yours, but like people in those weight classes, they can make a couple $100,000 a fight potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
But
good
like,
money because again, a lot of people talk about UFC pay, and boxing. You know how much money they make. Yeah. So I'm just curious, I guess. So
it is because I would say there's definitely a lot of Misfits fighters that say will be getting most like 100K. But I would say there's a select
fight, you're saying?
Yeah, okay. There's definitely a select few, a group of them that can get, you know, higher 6 figures.
Okay. But that's obviously you have to pay for camp and you pay for your team and your coaches and you share splits, right?
And like the only ones that are really making big money are like KSI, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
But it's still great money.
It's cool though. It's still cool that they carved out like this part of the internet for you guys. Like it's a cool thing for you to.
Yeah.
There's not many people that can pull, you know, the viewership. Yeah. Obviously, you fought Gibb. You had some pretty big fights. You got some other ones, I guess.
Yeah, Tom Zanetti was a really good one.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, I'm trying to take it a step further after this. You know, I have a fight in June. I'm excited for. Like my last fight, I won, but it was not like I had a bad performance. You know, I wasn't happy with how I performed. So honestly, it's worse. Like sucks more than losing. Like winning where you don't perform well, I would say is worse than my loss with Gibb. Like with the Gibb fight, I know what I did wrong, and like I had a couple good rounds, you know. But yeah, it just sucks losing or like sucks winning that way. So now for my next fight, I've been really locked in, and mate, even just the last like 2 months, I've seen crazy improvements like with what I've been doing. I've of course I got my strength coach, my boxing coach, and a nutritionist. But now I just got this new mental coach that's kind of showing me the science behind that. And what happens in a lot of fights, for me personally, like everything will be great during camp. I'll have great sparring, be in the best shape of my life. It gets to the fight and I'll get hit and then I'll forget everything, or I'll get this mad adrenaline dump. So with this guy I found, he's working on like changing my brain so I can not get, have a base so I remember what I need to remember and keep my energy, stable throughout the fight.
That's so super
very interesting.
I've heard a lot of fighters say that.
Yeah.
Literally that they get hit and then they forget. Like you literally forget how to.
I mean, say with the Gibb fight that, I was in great shape. Obviously, I went the full 5 rounds, but I had this crazy adrenaline dump where my whole body went limp. My arms were like just dead. I couldn't move anything.
It's not. You're saying that's not physically being tired.
No, bro. So what it is like with this new guy I'm working with, it's changing your mind to, instead of when you think about a fight, you're not getting stressed but excited. So when you're stressed, you release this chemical cortisol, which it's like fight or flight. So your body is trying to protect you by shutting down. It's saying you're in danger, so we're gonna, take precautions to protect you. So you shut down, you can't think straight. But if you try and change your mind to get excited about the fight, it releases dopamine, which is actually the focus. It helps you focus. So during the fight, your energy's great throughout and you can stay focused.
It's very interesting.
It's real interesting, yeah.
That's cool.
Never done stuff like that before. So it'll be interesting to see how it works.
Now you're taking it serious.
Yeah.
It's actually insane because I have paragliding where you have the big fan on your back.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
You've done that?
I've done that, yeah. Dude,
really?
Tico did it too. Tico, Blaziken, Sensor, Tommy. We went to Florida like 2015 and 2016. We trained for 3 days learning how to fly. Like I have a clip of me. I'll send it to Matter to throw on the screen. But like I literally did it. Like you run, the fan's going, and then like it just takes you off with a parachute and you go flying by yourself.
Wait, you're by yourself?
Yeah. So we did it for
how do you land? Like
I mean, I don't remember anything at this point. But for 3 days we trained. The second I get up in the air, it must be exactly what you're talking about, adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
Like the easiest thing you do, like the first thing they teach you is when you get up, you like take off something, you latch it up here, you pull yourself up and you sit in the seat because it's like a chair.
Yeah.
It's like the most basic thing. I'm flying in the air and I'm just like looking around. I have no idea. I don't remember how. So I never even got in the chair. My body was just dangling down the whole time. Like I just was just hanging down.
Doing that solo is
it was crazy. I can't believe I did it.
To do that, yeah.
But I literally never. My brain couldn't figure out how to get in the chair. I just forgot. So they reminded me when you said you forget like whatever.
Yeah.
People may be like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. But I literally, that feeling, it reminded me of that. I completely forgot the most simple. It's just a magnet that you put up and you pull yourself up. And I couldn't do it. And I'm just worrying about not dying. Like, you know, I'm worrying about landing. And somehow I landed. Blaziken, like, I don't remember what happened, but Blaziken. I didn't know
Tico did that too.
Yeah, Tico did it. I don't know if he ever flew. He must have, though.
Have you ever just like parachuted out of a plane? Like
skydiving? Yeah. I've done it like 3 times. Not by myself.
So I've done that. Yeah.
I would never do it by myself, ever.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did this by myself. Dude, Blaziken went and he was like literally we're all supposed to land in like this area. He just flying all the way. Like, bro, he went so far.
Where did you do that?
In Florida.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That would be sick though.
It was pretty cool. I look back at the videos and I can't believe we did that.
Yeah.
I remember being in the air, like 500 feet in the air, I think, and just looking around. Crazy feeling to be flying like that. But
definitely some cool things that we've done in the past.
Yeah, I know. Been very lucky for sure. But it was fun. So hopefully you'll get unbanned from Fortnite soon and get back to content.
Yeah.
That. But you're obviously mainly focused on boxing. Can you give like a day in the life of Jarvis? Like, what do you do? I'm sure you still do some forms of content, but
yeah. So I wake up. Currently, what I do, I wake up, get some sunlight straight away. Journal. I've got this journal that I do now. It's for my mental. So it's meant to help with that. And after that, I'll go make some food, do any, kind of content work stuff I need to do in the morning before I go to the gym. Then around like 11, I'll head to the gym, box for 2-3 hours, whatever I'm doing, drills, sparring, whatever it might be. I'm there with Nikon. Me and him are there every day. And get home, shower, content again, any kind of work-related stuff I need to do. And then I'll work out again. I either do my strength and conditioning or I'll do some kind of strength work at home with, running, sprinting. And then after that, if I have to do anything else, most of the time I'm done with most things. But if I have to do anything else, I'll do that and just chill.
That's 7 days a week?
6 days.
Okay.
So on Saturdays, though, it's more, I just do one session and that's it. And then Sunday's full chill day.
Sunday's full chill day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting to get on my meal plan too again. I gotta lose some weight. Like I'm big right now.
Yeah.
So I fight at 155, but I'm like 170-ish.
Okay.
So I gotta lose some pounds. Bro.
How's that been, cutting weight? Do you ever have to cut that much, or?
So honestly, pretty easy. Like with my nutritionist, he's making sure that I lose most of my weight before like 2 weeks before the fight. So cool. The week before the fight, I have to lose like 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds.
Okay.
Real easy. But I make sure that I'm still, building muscle. Like thing with weight cutting is if you lose the weight too quickly or you don't eat the right, amounts of food you should, like proteins, etc., you're gonna get weaker. So it's just making sure I stay strong.
Okay. It's really cool.
But I've luckily never had a problem with that. Like I don't have to, maybe if I got offered a crazy fight and I have like 2, 3, 4 weeks and I have to cut 20 pounds, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But like I've been pretty lucky. I've had like full camps. Right.
Cool. Well, that's good. Do you get like people in the gym kind of, because you're like, YouTube kid, or do you get kind of like extra attention in the gym?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes. And then, like there'll be times where like people will try to prove something, when they spar me or whatever. They're like, this guy's just a YouTuber. They'll just try to go extra hard.
Yeah.
But I can take it.
Yeah.
I can take a punch. But my coach too doesn't help me either. Otis, he's a big talker. I don't know if you
I know Otis. I've never met him. I've seen him though.
Yeah.
Your whole journey. Yeah.
Big talker.
And your content too.
Like I'm in the gym. I'm just like doing my own thing, working,
Quiet.
talking, whatever. He like someone will come in the gym that never seen before, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I've got a guy for you. He's gonna you off." He's like talking so much. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing to me? And you know, but I
That's
love
cool.
him.
You've been with him from the beginning.
It's very beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
that's
know,
so
I'll never
cool.
leave him. He's, you know, yeah, he's taught me a lot for sure.
That's awesome.
Boxing, just in life.
Outside of the gym, how is like the popularity online? How has that affected your life? Like, do people everywhere you go, do you still get stopped a lot going out in public and
Yeah, you know, in certain areas for sure. Like if it's like populated area with a certain demographic, then it'll be a lot more. But you know, it's not too bad. And like I don't hate it. You know, I love meeting people and like hearing what they have to say. It's just
it's
cool.
mainly like teenagers at this point?
Yeah, they're like pretty grown up now, like 17,
Yeah.
16, 17, 18.
That's cool. They're probably all starting like our OG fans now are like starting their careers, they're
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Yours are still maybe in school. Maybe some of them are working like fast food jobs, stuff like that. You
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
see them randomly. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
that's cool. It's
And like I'll get Uber Eats. Like if I'm ever ordering food, there'll be sometimes they'll deliver food. I'm like, yo, what?
they see Jarvis, and they're probably like, huh? Is your name
They're
Jarvis?
like,
on
I
that?
saw your name, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be you.
That's so cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, because there's not that many people named Jarvis, especially in
No.
America.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Is it
rare.
is it like a more common name in the UK?
No, it's actually Canadian.
Okay.
Name, yeah.
Okay, your
'Cause
brother
I'm
might
actually
yeah.
part Canadian. So
Yeah, you guys have Canadian citizenship.
yeah.
Oh, okay. There's always a car that drives by that has that says Jarvis. I think I sent you a picture once. Where I live, I guess it's like a cleaning company or something.
Really?
Every time I see this car, this huge yellow van that just says Jarvis on the side, and I always think of you every time I see it.
I think I've met maybe one other Jarvis.
That's so crazy.
There's actually another YouTuber that is named Jarvis.
What does he do?
I don't even know.
I
think
thought I
he's
knew what
kinda
you're
does
talking
like some
about.
reaction type videos, but